It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
Hello, podcasters.
Hello.
Thank you for downloading today's show.
Appreciate you, and you. Not much you, but you I do.
You know who you are. My highlight for today was, without a doubt, Teresa Harding, the Mayor of Ipswich.
She's a vibe.
She is one of the greatest humans we've had the pleasure of meeting.
She's such an amazing person for not just what she's doing now, but even her backstory is phenomenal.
She was in defence.
Yeah, she was in the army.
What,
was she yelling orders at people or taking orders from people? I don't know, but I admire her in every aspect of her life.
She's on a mission to get Ed Sheeran to Ipswich because he usually sneaks in and visits Ipswiches around the world. And I do love, off the air, we were like, she said, I will always tell you guys everything that I can, but I had a very high clearance in the army, security clearance.
So if they tell me not to,
if
I won't.
sign an NDA, I will not tell you then. I was like, well, that's what I want in someone from the Defence Force who follows that very strict instruction.
Yes.
Do you think he will rock up in Ipswich? I think last minute.
I'm confident.
I'm pretty confident too.
I don't think we'll get a warning though.
No, he'll just rock up.
No.
Yeah.
Imagine that. They're like, hey, he's coming now. You guys have to show up. We're at school pickup.
You know how you were
I'd
saying
abandon those kids for sure.
a lookalike competition? I reckon it'd be the hardest for Ed Sheeran because red hair, like naturally, red hair is less likely because it's a minority. So that's a harder aspect.
Yeah. Yeah, but some people will turn up with, brown hair and
But then that's
say they
not a
still look like him.
lookalike.
No,
You can't
look
rock
alike, not look
No,
exactly
but
alike.
I don't particularly like a lookalike competition. People rock up with wigs.
No,
That's
okay.
just a
It's gotta
dress-up
be like you
competition.
naturally look like
Yes.
him. Yeah.
Well, if you've got the face, though, what if your face looks the same, but you just got a different follicle?
But to have the same hair, like skin colour, I think you need to have quite similar hair colour. Okay, all right. Just...
And, of course, we chat to the intimacy coordinator from the hit show Heated Rivalry.
Have either of you guys watched it yet?
I've seen a lot of clips of it, but no, I haven't watched it all. No, I've watched it through my friends who have sent stuff. Yes, they do like the love story of it, the sexual love story of it, but it's like, it's not when people bought into 50 Shades.
Yeah.
But they weren't really into the whole bondage thing.
Yeah.
But liked the aspect of it. Yeah, of control or that sort of it.
The intensity.
And I think that's the same as this. Does that make any sense? Where it really is that connection and that intimacy as opposed to going, oh no, it has to be like two men.
I love how men are confused. Meanwhile, lesbian porn still tends to rate quite highly on their niches.
Isn't that just a theme in general? Men are confused.
That's true.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Because they don't listen.
It's a big show full of twists and turns. Enjoy it.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
Mayor Teresa Harding.
Ipswich's first female mayor.
Ipswich in Australia is the biggest and the best Ipswich in the world.
She is the mayor who will do anything for the people. She wants to make stuff happen. Teresa Harding, thanks for coming in this morning.
Oh, good morning, and thank you for that trip down memory lane.
Yes.
Yes, well, we'll say our favourite mayor because you're in here with us today, but maybe don't put that on the WhatsApp group because that's still going, is it? The mayor WhatsApp group?
That sure is, and I'll certainly let the Lord Mayor know that I was his favourite mayor that was in today.
Fine.
That's true.
But you are so passionate about Ipswich, and rightly so. But when did you first get on board the Ed train? Like saying that you always like Ed Sheeran, but when did you first realise that he's from Ipswich over in the UK and had been visiting Ipswiches around the world?
Look, we've been on a mission. We saw earlier last year that he'd done a few pop-ups in Ipswich in the UK and Ipswich in Massachusetts in the US. So we thought, hang on. And we could see that he lives very close to Ipswich. He's part owner of Ipswich Town Football Club, which I'm wearing their jersey today.
Yes.
We just thought, well, he has to come to the biggest and the best Ipswich in the world.
Turn around though. She's also got number 17.
I don't have number 17.
Oh, you don't? Oh, you don't have 17.
Unfortunately,
sorry.
Ed
But
has
that's
number
his
17 because his birthday's the 17th of February. Not that I'm stalking him. But I have been to the UK since we last spoke. I went on a holiday there in September. Popped into Ipswich and I popped into the pub where he did the pop-up called the Thomas Wolsey pub. Spoke to the publican there who's actually born in Redcliffe.
Really?
In Australia, yeah.
Wow.
But they
way.
left when he was 8 and went back to the UK. So he's very passionate. He only had 6 days' notice of the pop-up, so we don't know what's going to happen
Right,
here
so
in
it'll be
Australia
last
if Ed's
minute.
coming out. Obviously, I worked with you guys. You had the ingenious idea to do the scariest ride at the Ipswich show, and I screened my way through that. As you
We were like just putting it out there as a bit of a joke. We're like, if you're that passionate, why don't you prove it? Get on the scariest ride and try and sing Ed Sheeran. Your eagerness surprised us. So we were like,
Let's
this
relive
is amazing.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
when I say we're reliving it for the 1,000th time.
Yeah.
We love
Sometimes
it.
when we
It's
need
my
a pep up, we just listen to it for fun. Have a look at this. Yep. Driving at 90. Singing.
Oh, I love it every
Can
time.
I tell you, my youngest one, who's 26, has got a new girlfriend, and she was over last night for a barbecue, and she hadn't seen it, so I played it for her last night.
Just to know what she's getting
I hope she
herself
doesn't
into.
leave my son.
Well, I didn't even realise that you were in defence. People were like, oh, yeah, she would be fine with it. We were like, okay.
I'm ex-army, yes,
Yeah.
and in defence. Look, the other thing that we've done is since then, Warner Music Australia, who represents Ed here in Australia, approached us and said, we want to do a mural in your CBD of Ed, and they did it at their own cost. So we have this magnificent mural, and so many people in Ipswich have been coming by, taking photos, but also some of our local artists have been singing there. We had JC from Powderfinger, who's the
Great.
nighttime
Yes.
economy
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
ambassador
yeah.
for Queensland, came out. He's pitching to his music industry people as well. And when I was over in the UK in September, I didn't just visit the pub, but I visited my counterpart there, the mayor of Ipswich out there.
Wow.
So I've been told that certainly Ed's team have got the official invitation and so on. So look,
Okay.
we are crossing all our fingers and toes. Just before Christmas, one of our beautiful schools in Ipswich, Leichhardt State School, they have quite a few Indigenous kids and teach Ipswich language, the local language out there. So they translated one of Ed's songs into Ipswich language and sang it and performed it.
Oh,
It's
wow.
just beautiful.
Oh, how amazing.
Leichhardt State School, shout out to you. You are an amazing school. So we've set that to Ed as well.
Great.
Well, 13, 10, 60. Teresa's going to hang out with us for a little bit longer. We want to know from you. We're doing everything we can to make this happen. But where in Ipswich, if you're listening and you're a local, where should we get Ed to go for the pop-up?
Well, because I was trying to think which pub, and I know you don't want to play favourites,
Yes.
really, of which one to go to.
No, but I know that all his pop-ups are very small, so he's
Right.
not going to pack out a stadium or
No.
some of their thousands because he does have a tour out here and he will be playing at Suncorp on the 20th, the 21st and the 22nd of February. But where the mural is just next door to Hotel Commonwealth, so I think that'd be
classic.
kind of
okay,
pretty
yes.
cool.
Although I do like the idea of going to the school.
Oh, yeah.
Like
you know,
that
if we've
state
said
school
that,
would be amazing.
yes.
Look, we have some beautiful country pubs, the Marburg Hotel.
That's beautiful.
You know, got Sundowner. We've got the Walloon Hotel. We've got some, in Rosewood, some beautiful country pubs there that would just
You're going to be in
love
so much
having
trouble.
them there.
Why didn't you mention ours?
13, 10, 60. We'll take your calls next. And do you have any other updates that you can share with us coming up? Like, is there any back-end conversations?
I have no other information. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's all very secret squirrel. I do know
Have you been invited to his gig?
I've had someone who's got box seats offer me a seat.
Oh.
Yeah, so to one of the
Chris
one of the
Hemsworth,
dates.
because he was there last time. Was it his? Remember we tried to get into
Darling,
his box?
the smile would come off my face if I ever had any contact with Chris Hemsworth.
All right.
Sorry, hubby.
Oh my God, Chris.
Ed, the day Ed Sheeran leaves, Teresa's going to ring goes, I want to get Chris Hemsworth to Ipswich.
You twigged onto my plan.
We look at her followers, just got Teresa's hall pass.
I know. I was just thinking he performed. Remember one of
he
his
drummed.
Yes. Yes.
All right, 13, 10, 60. Where in Ipswich should Ed go? Hey, Geordie.
Hey, how you going?
Good. You're an
Geordie.
Ipswich local. Where do you think we take Ed Sheeran there?
Oh, I reckon he should come to Bell Street, well-known street in Ipswich. Maybe cut it off.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh,
That's
shut it
the
down.
Main
Main
Street.
Street.
It's where the Ipswich train station is. It's also where the Hotel Commonwealth is, just
Oh,
where the
right.
mural
Yes.
is as well. So you can imagine if you closed down the street and had a
Do
massive
you have any
street party.
buskers there?
We do have busking.
We could have busking.
Yes.
I won't arrest him like they did in India. If Ed comes out, although if I did arrest him and put him in the White House, he's captured.
You would know where he is.
Get some one-on-one
He
time.
will have to perform.
It would make headlines. We can guarantee that.
Yeah.
Ipswich mayor kidnapped. Sorry, arrests Ed Sheeran.
After inviting him there.
Yeah. It's like one of those, you want a boat. Go to Ipswich and claim your boat. Then they arrest you. Sandy, where do you think that Ed Sheeran should go while he's in the switch?
I think the Racehorse Hotel.
I like the
Fantastic.
Racehorse.
We do love that. Yeah.
It's a great music venue, the Racehorse Hotel, just opposite the Ipswich Turf Club there. That'd be a great place to have it there as well.
They have the Darryl Braithwaite tribute show there quite regularly. If I'm
Do they?
not mistaken.
There you go.
Some signs.
I like Patty's idea. Patty, where should we take Ed to Ipswich?
I think it should be the Jets football ground so that more people can attend.
That is true. That's a very good one. And you said they're just having renovations there.
Yeah, look, I'm the patron of the Mighty Jets, the green and white. So we'd love to take them there. Yeah, but we're just doing some. We've just knocked down the change rooms there. We're doing a $40 million upgrade at the Ipswich Jets Oval there. So
Yes.
yeah, great.
Did we? That was where we were launching the skydiving, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
When, it's where Stav landed after he drops the
Yes.
$10,000 in $5 notes over Ipswich.
Yeah.
Good day.
Maybe we should get Ed to hunt and find some of it because we lost about $6,000.
Yes, but it's in the barracks
Army
there, isn't
Reserve.
it? The reserve.
With the shooting range, you can't go in there.
Greenbank.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Don't say that to people. They might go walking through this unexploded ordnance
I know.
But we did decide you get what you get, you don't get upset. So no one's allowed to search for it illegally.
Now, Liz, hello.
Hey,
Hi, Liz. Where do you think that Ed should go?
I think Ed should go to Leichhardt State School.
Okay.
Leichhardt is such a beautiful community. I worked there for a few years. What the staff do with that community is so important and changes the lives of so many children. And I think having someone like Ed go and be there would change their lives and make them see there's so much more out there for them.
Oh, you actually sound really emotional about it, Liz. It's really beautiful.
I am. I hold a special place to Leichhardt. And, as soon as I heard, I had to call and give Leichhardt a big shout out.
Okay.
Definitely.
It's a beautiful little school. It's a very old school. And, the kids there sang Sandman.
Yes.
In Ed-uary language. I did a dance and I did post it on my socials. But it's a really great school. And, it would mean the world to the kids if he popped out there. And they could sing and dance for him or sing with him.
Wouldn't it be nice if they didn't have to do any warning and he just rocks up?
Yeah, it just rolls in there.
They may scream more than I did on the ride.
Oh, I don't know. That's
Very high bar.
I don't know.
All right, Joe and Oxley, where do you think that Ed should go when he's in the switch?
Hi there. I'm actually from Ipswich, and Ed is a big, he's the sponsor of Ipswich Town Football Club.
Yeah.
So I think you should take him to Ipswich City, one of the footy matches.
Ipswich City Bulls is a great soccer team that we have, and I'm wearing the Ipswich Town Football Club jersey that I bought when I was in the UK, last year. And that's a great venue as well at Sutton Park.
And so, Joe, you're actually from Ed's Ipswich.
I am, yes.
Yeah, right.
We might need you. Do you have any family members that know his family?
Yeah. I've met him once, and my brother's also met him.
Okay.
Whereabouts? Back home in Ipswich?
My brother met him in Ipswich. I met him here in Brisbane at the Children's Hospital.
Right.
Wow. Great.
Where, though, did your brother just run into him at the pub back home? Or
No,
where?
he did some work on a venue that Ed was. He sponsored a music room at a local school, and my brother helped build that room.
Wow.
And then he met him when he did the opening.
That's cool.
God, we got
very
6
cool.
degrees of Ed Sheeran.
We do. We'll
happening
send
here.
that. We're owning that.
When I was over in the UK, I went to an air show at Duxford, and the people at my table live a few doors down from Ed.
Wow.
And they said that he's often out pushing the pram, and
Yeah.
Nice. People leave him alone in his local town.
Yeah.
Joe, maybe you need to make a few phone calls back to your hometown because if you can get onto his mum, she can make him do anything.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, if mum tells him,
Yes.
then
Yeah.
we'll make that happen.
Although you don't want him to say that. Welcome to Ipswich. Why are you here? My
mum
told
made
I
me.
had to.
We take that, wouldn't we, Teresa?
I'll take it.
Yeah, all right, good.
We'll win him over.
We will keep in touch with you. We've got a couple of weeks to make this happen. We're going to make lots of phone calls, do lots of campaigning. Make sure you are getting on Ed Sheeran's socials. little
I thought you were going to
bombarded.
say getting on his case. I was like, we have been.
Well, the same thing.
Same thing.
Comment on all of his posts. Say, when are you coming to Ipswich?
Yeah.
And let's see if we can make this happen.
Bring Ed to Ipswich, and we're going to rename February Ed-uary.
I love it.
Just letting you know now in Queensland. Hope the Premier doesn't mind. Welcome to the 2nd of Ed-uary.
Do you reckon your husband will be happy for March, just so that he doesn't have to hear about Ed
he's already
Sheeran?
texted me about the Chris Hemsworth comment, so thanks, guys.
Yeah. And our last one here, Paul, where do you reckon we should take Ed to Ipswich?
Blackstone's Castle on the hill.
Oh, that's good.
It's the ruins of an old castle, an old wash castle up at Brentford. Yeah.
Well, it is officially Ed-uary. Don't worry about the Premier. We've got his number. We'll talk to him and make that happen. Everyone, spread the word. Good to see you, Teresa. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much for having us in. And let's bring Ed to Ipswich. Thank you so much.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
Are you still watching I'm a Celeb, Get Me Out of Here?
Bits and bobs, yes.
Bits and Bobs. Gary Sweet, how is he going on the show?
He's great.
Yes.
He seems like a genuine dude.
Yes. I used to work with him in radio years ago, and he was very nice, a great actor.
I mean, Police Rescue, come on.
I know, right?
Everything can be forgiven.
But I actually didn't know this information about him. He revealed this last night about his upbringing.
In my dad's family, there were 8 kids. The 2 closest were Bill and Phil. Bill and his wife had 4 daughters. They were getting divorced, but she was pregnant. Phil and his wife were unable to have children. So when the baby was born, they gave the baby to his younger brother Phil. The baby was me. So my biological parents became my uncle and auntie. My sisters became my cousins.
Wow. Did he say his Bill and Phil was their name?
Bill
2
and
brothers,
Phil.
Bill and Phil.
Yeah.
All right, let's move past that. But I think it happens more often than you think with adoption no longer happening in Australia. And at that era of, I guess, forced adoptions, sort of, it was very much that a family member would bring up a child.
Yeah, if you're out of wedlock and stuff like that. Happened to Jack Nicholson. He was filming a movie called Chinatown where the lead female character, that happens to her sister, is her mother. And he found out that his grandma was his mother during the filming of that movie.
He didn't know before.
No.
His grandmother was...
His mother was actually his grandmother.
Wow.
And
His mother was actually his grandmother? Right.
And his,
okay,
mother was,
sure.
and his mother was his sister.
Whew, it's hard to be able to follow. But I mean, we've known someone who we were always questioning because they were at the same sporting team and I guess you'd say an older mother, but really, who knows these days? But then the little boy's sister came into the picture and she was like, actually, it's not his sister, it's his real mum.
Yeah.
That would be even tougher, I think, for Gary to compute, knowing that everyone was full blood. You know what I mean? Sometimes if a baby's had out of wedlock, you go, oh, yeah, but to find out your cousins are actually your full blood sisters.
But they're not actually seeing them because he moved interstate as well. So he moved to Adelaide and I think they were in Sydney or Melbourne.
Crazy. 131060, if you've got a story like this where someone found out, later in life or whatever, that their parents weren't actually who they thought they were, I don't know whether it would be easier to find out you were still part of the family or would it hurt more?
Well, Gary, that conversation continued and Gary went on to say that he found out when he was about 7, I think, and he said, no, it was better for him to be with the people that wanted him. And he looks at them as if they are actually his
But then I always
parents.
think people that adopt really want that child.
Yeah.
I think the conversation was had when Esther fell pregnant with Ethan very young. Her elder sister was already married and their conversation was had about that. Right. She was like, no, I don't want to do that.
Well, it happens very much in religious circumstances where, like you said, out of wedlock. So the parents would be like, that person goes away for a while, has a baby and come back and we're like, hey, look, this is ours and raises it as their own.
I guess that if you find that out and then you're still within the family, aren't you? It's not like you then at 20 or 30 go, I now need to go find my biological family.
I think there's still a chance you could feel betrayed by it. Though.
Well, you would. You'd be looking up at this person going, I've thought of you as an annoying sibling and what now? You're my mum?
Yeah. Clean your room.
No.
More common than you'd think. Nicole in Mango Hill, what's your story?
So when I was 15, I found out my oldest cousin was actually my oldest sister.
Wow. Okay.
So when my mum had a baby, and at the time my auntie and my uncle couldn't have kids, so they adopted her, and it was just one Christmas I can remember I had a broken arm and I had chicken pox and yeah, I don't even know how it come about. But yeah, the story was just mentioned and ever since then it's sort of obviously known in the family. But so my older sister's kids call my mum Mornan and call her mum, so my auntie, Nan.
Right. So, and then can I ask, so your sister / cousin, is she have the same father as you, or is that was with another man and your mum met someone later on to have you?
Yeah, mum met someone later on to have my older brother and sister, and then obviously me and my...
Sure.
So I've got 3 older sisters and 1 older brother.
Yeah, wow. That's a lot.
It's interesting how you remember you had chicken pox, you remember you had a broken arm, and that was a moment that you found out, but not really know how. I must just take you back to that memory. Yeah.
I was going to say everyone. I remember that it was Boxing Day actually.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you for sharing your story. Christine in Spring Mountain, what's your family story?
Hello, it's Christine.
Christine, yes.
Hi. Growing up, my dad, to his first marriage, he had 2 children. I can't really remember when we first met my half-sister, but she found out when she was about 18, when she got her birth certificate, that she thought her parents were, but they were actually her grandparents.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Oh, so she was raised by her grandparents.
Yes,
yeah,
but she didn't know that.
And on the birth certificate, it had obviously the biological parents.
Correct, which is my dad. And her mum. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yes, yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
I know.
To see those familiar names as well would have been such a shock.
Yeah, we've met her several times now, and she's got 4 kids and lives in Rocky, but we're not really talking at the moment. So, yeah.
And she had no inkling. So what would have her... I guess the people that she then knew as her grandparents, what would say about it?
A birth certificate? That I don't know. I don't know about that one. Sorry, no.
Because can you change birth certificates?
I don't think so.
Through legal names. Yeah.
You can amend them, but you still have the paper trail of it. But it is different now. There was sort of a real compulsory to put on, 2 parents, where now it's not the same as that. But back then it would have been. However, with, the horrible situation of forced adoptions, there wouldn't have been the biological mum put on there.
Yeah.
And she wasn't even in Dad's surname, so to start with. But anyway. Yeah.
There you go.
Imagine that moment where you get your birth certificate and you just look and you're like, no, this is wrong. No, maybe this is right.
Yeah.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
Everybody is talking about this TV show, Heated Rivalry. I've fully missed it, and then you guys are like, how did you not know about this?
This phenomenon is occurring. Yes.
For those who haven't seen it, what's kind of the quick overview?
2 hockey players from opposing teams, which is the first level of taboo, form a relationship, form a homosexual relationship, and it is hot and steamy and also very, very life-affirming and positive as well. But the women are going crazy for it.
Which is very interesting, isn't it? And everyone is talking about the amazing, hot, steamy scenes, and that's who we want to speak to.
You don't even want to say. You can say the word of what type of scenes they are.
Well, I think you could get that, but I just go, is it as sexy when they're actually there, or are we just buying into this story with a lot of questions?
Yeah. So someone who worked on the show, the intimacy coordinator, so they're the person who orchestrates all the sex scenes and checks in on everything. Chayla Hunter is her name. Good morning.
Good morning.
Why do you think, I'm going to go with the big question, why do you think so many women are invested in the story? There is this real conception that you have to put yourself in the story and how can they relate to it? But then at the same time, I think it is probably just a love story, but women are obsessed. What's your view on that?
First of all, I think, what you said is true. Like, it's a magnificent love story. And I think, I'm not going to speak for all people, but like most people crave that kind of like connection and passion, like emotional connection, physical connection, to really be seen by another person. But I think there's also an element for women, there's no concern about power dynamic. when they're witnessing this show, when they're witnessing this relationship. So if a woman is watching a love story that's between a cis male identifying person and a cis female identifying person, there's an inherent power dynamic at play that then can take away from kind of like relaxing into and enjoying just like the passion and the love that's going on between the two characters.
When we're watching those amazing scenes, can you take us back to how long it takes to rehearse those?
Often in film and TV, you don't even get rehearsals until you're there on the day about to film it. But in this case, we had a full day of rehearsals with Hudson and Connor and also Francois and Robbie, later on separately, of course, where we just walked through every single scene and were able to kind of like physically mark it out and get a sense of how that choreography might work when we would actually be filming it.
So being an intimacy coordinator, the first we sort of heard about this role in movie making was around the Me Too movement time. Is that a big part of what you do, making sure when people are acting and they're having doing sex scenes, because you want them to look as real as possible, that nothing crosses the line?
100%. That's the central focus. So I would say my primary, like I have a lot of core values as an intimacy coordinator, but my primary goal is to ensure that any action that's taking place on the day, that anyone participating in that action has fully consented to how that action is going to play out, and that at no point are their boundaries going to be crossed or disrespected. So I'm an advocate for the actors in that sense. And yeah, it is simulated sex. It's simulated intimacy, you know? Yeah. So
would you ever
I'm there to make sure that it
stays
simulated. Sorry, go ahead.
Would you ever say like,
let's stay simulated.
Like we can't do that because that's spontaneous? Or do you have to get permission from the actors for any type of spontaneity?
No. So my goal is to get consent levels and boundaries from the actors and make sure everything is as specific as possible and that we all know and are on the same page about what's going to occur on the day to enable artistic freedom and risk. So the actors are still acting. They're still imbuing, you know, if you think about it like a dance, right? There are steps to choreography, but every dancer is going to do those steps a little bit differently. They're going to bring themselves and their training and their personhood and their interpretation of that character in that moment to that step. So it's comparable in a way. The actors are performing a choreography that we've all agreed to. And within that, they're doing their own interpretation as long as they're adhering to each other's consent levels and boundaries.
And before you guys sort of became more present on set, how Wild West was these sort of situations? Was it, would you say on a set-by-set basis it was different, where lines could be crossed, or depending on how much seriously the director took it kind of thing, it was like up to them more?
I would say, yeah, it's really a set-by-set situation. Like there were certainly many situations where boundaries were crossed and harm was caused. And there were a lot of situations where many other people on that set, the wardrobe department, the makeup department, and the director, of course, would be the ones making sure that the simulated intimacy was done in a way that was like consensual and respectful for the performers.
I've heard of stories where to make the actors feel comfortable, the entire set has been naked if they're having to shoot a naked scene. Everyone will so everyone feels safer. I'm sure that didn't happen on Heated
Stav has tried to make him comfortable here in our studio.
That was a theatre role. Like we used to do that in theatre.
Did you?
Kayla is not going to help you get that across the line today,
That
mate.
does sound a bit more like a theatre
It was
thing.
theatre. We had to do it in rehearsals when we were doing that to make everyone feel comfortable. But
we did not do that on Heated Right. No.
You obviously don't have any taboos talking about this because it is such a clinical thing where you're trying to coordinate all the movement. Also, you know, make sure the director is thinking that is really how they want to bring it to life, and it is going to be so, I guess, steamy. I'm using that word. Have you ever had to say to an actor, look, not as slobbery kiss, or that doesn't look as good? Have you had to correct him in any way like that?
Oh, I mean, so often you have to make adjustments. Yeah, I've had to make adjustments, and it can be very technical, or sometimes the adjustments are emotional. Like certainly it could be something like, This kiss on the page, leads to this action. And so it should be very passionate, Can you like go further with that? Like really embrace them. I don't know if the actors have consented to this, and sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Like use your tongue more. Like it can get very, very specific. And other times it's more emotional. Like you're greeting this person with a kiss, let's say, but you just came from a fight with your mom. Like that might inform what's happening in this moment, or how you do this.
I wonder how many actors have taken that feedback and then gone back to their partners before. Like you're in their head, they're going, okay, so less tongue.
Exactly.
And she said, be a little tender here. Oh, that works. That's what's really working. Thank you, Shayla.
I think one of the hardest things about it too, because it is so technical, it would be the lighting, right? Because they've got to hit their marks.
Yeah, lights off are usually the best, I'll say.
You do not want to be filmed.
But you do have to be in exactly the right position, for lack of a better term, for the lighting to hit you correctly, and that's got to be in the back of your mind too. There's a lot going on that you don't even see that doesn't even make the screen.
There's so much, honestly. Actors are always carrying so many technical awarenesses in their minds as they're trying to do this, like present tense, like completely natural performance, and I would say it's just added things to think about when you're dealing with intimacy, because yes, there's the camera and you have to hit your marks for the light. And if you're wearing a modesty garment, you also have to consider that. And it's very, very, very technical, honestly, like all with the goal of coming across as being completely real.
Can you tell when two actors just don't have that chemistry?
Yeah. Then I just try to make the space comfortable and functional as possible so that hopefully those actors are able to do their best work possible given the situation,
When you were on the set of Heated Rivalry, did you actually know that this was going to be a big success?
When I was watching the monitor, next to Jacob being like, oh my God, I felt like something special was happening, yeah.
Well, the real life effect has been amazing.
Yeah.
We've had some sporting superstars watch the show and then raise their hand and come out and go, I didn't feel comfortable saying this, but I'm going to say it now because this show has made it a lot more acceptable. And the most miraculous thing, you've got a whole new bunch of ladies into ice hockey. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, is there ice hockey in it?
Connor and Hudson, they do an amazing job as the leads. And I don't know a lot about them, but are they straight men in real life?
Oh, that's not something I can speak to.
Right. Well, the question I was going to ask you is, I imagine that there are a lot more goes into people who have not had those same sexual experiences in all walks of life, whether they're straight playing gay playing straight, and you can't work off personal experiences sometimes.
Yeah, I have a background as an actor, and I'll just say, like, I won't speak to anyone else's process, but there's a lot of different ways to empathetically connect to a character, whether it's your own lived experience or whether it's research or whether it's, extending your imagination. Acting is literally about imagination so often. And so, yeah, I think that no matter the role, there's always going to be aspects of it that a performer might feel closer to or farther from. And that's part of the glory of the challenge of acting, is that you have to find a way into that character to be able to embody them.
Do you find over the course of, actors come together as strangers when they start doing a show and then they have this lived experience? Do you find by the end of a series or a movie, they are so much closer in real life, like their characters become on shows?
Sometimes that's certainly the case. As in any workplace, you can only hope that, like, as you work more with people, you develop more familiarity and ideally a better relationship with them. So,
and that's the flip side.
It's ideal. Yeah, the flip side is like maybe you don't get along and then you just still have to be a professional and deal with it.
Professional pretender. I find that amazing when I buy into this love story. I was like, oh my God,
you're
that
annoying
is
me
so
today.
Real.
Let's
and
go
then
have sex on camera.
You find out that they have just always hated each other.
The Notebook was a famous
Well,
one.
they did go and date afterwards. But yes,
yeah.
I was like, oh wow.
Well, Chayla, really appreciate your time this morning. Heated Rivalry, it's all over the internet. I've heard there's a lot of group chats as well, people talking about it. You are the intimacy coordinator on that show, so thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks for having me.
all episodes of it as well. You can see it right now on HBO Max. It's Stav, Abby and Matt.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
I caught up with some of my school friends yesterday. So there's about 14 of us and we're all very, very close because we always say we've got a lot of secrets. That's why we can't break up. We obviously can't. But there was, they all live all over Australia and there was 5 or 6 of them that I caught up with yesterday who live in Adelaide when I went to go to a party back there. I got invited to a friend's 50th, much older than me. I just don't want you to think I'm in my 50th birthday era. That's all. Because I'm not.
No.
60th. But we all got up yesterday and we were talking about our parents. And I was like, men and women age very differently. And I just want to put it out there to you guys. Don't embrace it. For some reason, men just seem to, I'm getting old. And you do as well. I'm getting old with my back. And women just do not like to focus on it. They just like to get on with it. And the reason I say that is because my mum and my dad are very different age. But we were all saying about our dads who are very, grumpy and need to fill their days with things. And it's like when men retire, they just go and embrace the aging, where a lot of our mums were kind of filling their days with going to the gym, catching up with friends, having hobbies. And my dad has broken his ankle and he has not moved in about 6 weeks. Yeah, right. Because he doesn't
Living
want
the dream.
I want to break my ankle.
Well, everyone does everything around him. And I was like, that you're in a moon boot, you're supposed to put weight on it.
Yeah, move it around.
The surgeon didn't say anything. Did you chat with the surgeon? No, the surgeon was busy. Well, there's your opportunity. But anyway, don't worry. I feel like my
Why
mum
do men age so fast?
I know. I don't know. It's a scientific mystery.
Well, if you want to go, age quicker. I don't know what the answer is, okay?
We're trying. We are trying.
Stop cramping our style and die.
It's not that. It's just the house that my parents live in is a house that we grew up in.
Yeah.
And it's a big family home and it's got non-stop stairs. And I just suggested to Mum, what happens, obviously he can't walk upstairs now, but what happens in the future when he can't no longer walk upstairs? Or should you downsize? Oh, was that a bad suggestion? Why? I'm shocked. Why would you suggest? Why would I not be able to walk upstairs? I'm like, you can run. I get that, Bev. You and your little Pilates class, you're doing really well up the stairs. But he's not doing his Pilates class, is he? No, he's going and complaining with other old men about how old they're getting.
Could put in an elevator.
I did suggest that.
That would have gone down well. Yeah.
Terrible. Why would I need an old person, little, going up the stairs lift? I
You're
suggested.
thinking one of those seats that go up the handrail.
I'd like
Which
one
are
of those.
always funny and fun to do if you don't need them. But when you do, it changes your house to how you had it.
It's a tough conversation to have with your parent because they always see themselves above you. And then at some point in your life, it switches where
Yes.
the power and balance
carer.
swaps.
And it's just a conversation that I don't think you have. Like if you had it with your mum, because someone said to
not
me,
yet.
you always need to have the conversation before you need to have it. So you need to move before you can't move.
Well,
and you are moved.
Forcibly.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we were looking at houses, we saw a really great one, but it was 3 flights up
Yeah, I
to the
remember that
lounge
one.
room.
I looked, I was
and
like, it looks great.
Yeah, and we went, we have to think about, we're not going to be able to walk up those stairs eventually.
Did you think about a lift?
No, we just passed on the house, but it was depressing.
Yeah, it was, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I know that Scott was doing renovations in places and they were putting in lifts. And that's what they're doing in a lot of the houses. And now a lot of the building requirements will be so that you can stay in your home until you are elderly. So, rightly so, it will have access for wheelchair to be able to get into the house. But
That's why you got to be nice to your kids.
well, that's where they've gone wrong.
Figure out, they decide where you go.
Yeah.
But then, should you? Is that always the case? Like, I know that this seems a bit far-fetched, but I think there should be incentives in place so that people can downgrade their house and allow it for families moving in, because otherwise they are taxed by it. So I think the government should be able to help it, and then we'd get rid of our house shortage.
Yeah.
One problem at a time here, girlie.
Yeah, but
right?
someone else needs to knock on the door and tell someone else's parents, not the actual kids.
Not the kids.
I know, right?
So you've talked about it, haven't you? With your mum?
Kind of with my mum. Yeah, we had to lift her house because it floods, so it got lifted. And I said to her, "You can't be in here for ages because it's really high up
And
now
she
with
said, "Why not?"
stairs." No, I said, because you're old.
Yeah.
And what'd she say?
She's like, I'm not that old.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you kind of are. No.
And it doesn't stop. You get, you keep getting older.
Yeah. So, it's a
And
tough
then
one.
other people are saying, no, you should keep walking upstairs for the rest of your life and then you'll always be able to, which is my mum's motto, which is why she runs them.
She runs upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, she needs to just chill.
That's exactly what I just said. See how she's fighting it and you're even embracing it?
Yes. Get me out of this godforsaken place. I'm just joking.
Esther and I already talked about you. We've already got a succession
I know I'm not
plan.
wanted.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
It's the game we can't call. Have you been paying attention? Because that name's already taken, and no one has a budget to get sued. It's Weekend in Review.
I feel like by saying that, it's like allegedly. Oh, cover. We said we ripped it off, so it's all fine. But yes, how much were you guys paying attention to the weekend? All right. Matt's already doing that grimacy face like I have not been paying attention.
It all depends on what you give your attention to.
What were you giving your attention to, Matthew?
Ask the questions and we'll find out.
All right, here we go. So last night, there was the Australian Open men's final. I want you to answer, how much did the winner take home? It was up 19%, and it was Carlos Alcaraz, who's the youngest to be able to do it, 22 years of age. He's phenomenal.
I don't know the amount, but what I do know is there was a story of a young guy who got through the first couple of rounds and he won like 200 grand. And that was just to be in the early ones, and they didn't know if he could take it because he was a college player.
Right. Okay.
Right, okay.
So I'm going to say
the prize pool was like 111 million for it, but it has gone up 19% from last year, and he took home
14 million.
What?
No, that's
so you're not. You're,
that's
okay.
ridiculous.
You are
I'm going to
ridiculous.
say 1.2 million for winning.
4.15.
I was right, just backwards.
Million. You know what I love about the tennis is when you're there, the sponsorship. You will notice this now. Whenever they win, they will go and they will put on their watch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you weren't wearing the watch before, but they have to for the interview. And then they will scratch their head just to make sure that their sponsorship is in camera.
You're going to make the bank, baby.
I know, but just imagine that one time. I was like, I'm so sorry I won and I forgot to put it on. No.
Rackets don't buy themselves.
That's true.
Over the weekend, which Royals announced that they're scheduled to visit Australia in March.
Oh, it'd be the ones Will and Kate.
No.
Charles and Camilla.
No.
Not Andrew.
What? No.
What Royals? Oh, maybe. The Denmark ones. Who's the Australian chick?
Frederick and
Frederick and
Bethany.
Mary.
Yes, of course. Mary, set to visit the first official time in 13 years, although she did sneak home for a couple of visits.
Okay.
But this was official duties. So, of course, they always have to include Tasmania.
Yes, they do.
So I wouldn't call that a visit. She's coming home.
This is...
Her mum's got a room ready. Hasn't changed a thing.
No. Okay.
Her and Frederick have to sleep in a single bed together back at her mum's house.
Yeah.
Would you like to just take this one by yourself, Stav? Because I know that you'd like to be up to date with it. What is the Nipah virus and why is it in the news?
The Nipah virus is a virus that is...
causes people to give nipple cripples.
Whistle or you lose it.
No, it has a fatality rate that's very high. Thank you, Matthew Acton.
Are you trying to make me feel bad now?
I've been trying your whole life. It really doesn't work.
And it's essentially the new COVID. There's already some bans in place for travel to and from India and COVID-like restrictions
Is it in Australia?
Thailand. No, I believe there are no confirmed cases in Australia at this stage.
Yes, they're saying that they are... All these zoologists really come out about, don't they? Zoonotic virus, and they're saying that it could be infected by fruit bats or pigs. So they're saying either consuming food that has been contaminated by their urine or saliva.
The marketing for bats is not looking good, is it?
It's
isn't.
really not. Okay, so Donald Trump's gold card. Have you ever heard about his gold card? The elusive gold card costs $1 million contribution plus $15,000 processing fee. But who received a gold card over the weekend?
I did hear something about this, and I should have taken better notice.
The Trump gold card.
That's to buy yourself a...
It's a visa based upon individuals' ability to provide sustainable benefits to the United States. And who is doing that?
Nicki Minaj got it.
Nicki Minaj, yes. She was brought up in Queens, but she was born in St. James, Port of Spain.
She's an undocumented immigrant, so she could get iced.
Well, she is a permanent
Not
resident
now,
of
that's why
America, though, so that's why she got that.
Yeah, that's why she bought the gold card. So
I don't think she
can't
bought it.
get
I think she got gifted it, right?
Did you see? I saw a story about there's a black card in Sydney that and I was like, "What's this black card? You know what it's for?"
Yeah, for a chicken
Charlie's
shop.
Chicken.
Yeah, you get all the celebrities they give them
you
to
about
it. Yeah, I couldn't tell you about anything else. Yeah, the celebrities in Sydney.
Yeah.
Charlie's
Oh,
chicken.
it used to be here.
Did it?
You know,
Yes.
you're thinking of the Nando's one as well.
Yes,
They have
I'm
one
thinking
for
of the one at
Nando's.
South Bank. I remember a celebrity got a card to that, and he went and bought all his friends. Who was that?
You're thinking of the Nando's one, and
Yes.
it was Example who had one, and Ed Sheeran apparently has a Nando's one as well.
Right.
Yeah. And what colour is it?
It's a black one too, I think.
Because I was like, "Oh, it's going to be some sort of salacious thing." That was for a chook shop.
So we're going to
Unless
ask
that's what
Ed
they
when he's
say.
here, can you go to Ipswich, and do you mind if we borrow your Nando's card?
Yes. Imagine having a card for free Nando's.
It's always to the people that could afford it.
I know.
As well. But you want them to be able to eat there. All right. So Australia has, was it hot? Was it hot on the weekend?
It was hot.
Well, it was
Was.
actually a hot January, and they're saying that we might have to get used to 50-degree weather
No.
coming up, talking about, global warming, but let's not get into that. But there was a few heat waves, in different states.
Yeah.
So, what was it? What was the record? It was January's hottest. How many hottest has it been, do you reckon?
So as in, you're asking for the temperature?
Was it the most hottest, the second hottest, third hottest, fourth hottest, fifth hottest on record?
First hottest.
In Queensland?
The number
No,
one
it's
hottest.
Australia.
Wasn't it?
No, it was actually only the fourth hottest.
Oh, okay, we got
But they're
time.
saying the last time there was when there was extreme bushfires as well. So they're saying it is a bit of a concern because we're not designed for that heat. So if you've been feeling a little bit poorly, you can blame the heat.
Right, not the 15
No,
margaritas the
it
night
wasn't.
before?
It was the heat.
But
Very
being hot and hungover
hot
isn't
on the weekend.
isn't good.
No way.
No. I almost turned the air conditioning on yesterday. That's how hot it was.
What do you mean?
Did you?
almost?
Because he's a tight bottom, so
No,
you wouldn't turn it on.
It's the world. You don't want to. That's
It's
what
the world.
is.
It's the world. I'm
the
in the
world.
Sahara Desert, but that's the world.
It's the world.
It's the world. What can I do?
Otherwise- so, yep.
I almost
turned it off.
turned it off.
You are.
That thing's just going, please give me a
What
break.
degrees do you have?
21? 20
Your
sometimes?
aircon is 21.
Yeah, I'll put
That
it on
is-
18 sometimes. They're really...
Do people wear jumpers around your house? That's awful.
No, but if you leave the front door open, eventually the house starts beeping.
Yeah. What's the point of having an air conditioner if you're not going to use it for its purpose?
I think it's just supposed to take it down to a reasonable, like 24.
Well, that's very unreasonable. 24 is normal. I want to feel like
feel
it's on.
cold.
I want to feel like
I went to his
it's,
house, I
you
could
know?
see my breath.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you can borrow some of mine sometimes. I got solar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Doesn't he have to put beer in the fridge? It's on the counter, icy cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
Alpha Bucks tomorrow. It'll be Tuesday, the 3rd of February. Jeez, where's this year
Oh,
going?
it's gonna. You know what's going to be next? Eka. Before we know it.
Bloody hell.
You know what I bought on the weekend? Hot cross buns.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But
Been
that's
around for a
very
while.
soon.
Yeah. Rory
Well,
goes, it's hot
April.
cross bun season. I said, you mean Easter?
To be fair, the hot cross bun season is longer than Easter season,
That's
so
true. That is
she
true.
does have a point.
I think they even roll out hot cross buns all year round, but just
Oh,
without
yeah.
the cross on them.
There is a shop, and my friend
And
did
they
post
I
it.
can't remember what they call them though.
Buns.
Fruit buns.
Festive buns or
Okay.
something like that.
You have seen that people post them straight after Christmas, and that is a joke. But why do they not? Like, it gets photos posted when people put it straight away.
Well, of course, that's free marketing for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, like
You know?
after Halloween when people are putting up their Christmas stuff straight away.
Yeah.
After Halloween.
You know, and then you've got the people who go, Halloween's an American thing. Why are we here and doing
But
it?
it's not, it's a pagan thing.
Yes.
Why are you letting the children have fun,
Originated in England.
Yes. But the reference to the date is that tomorrow's the 3rd, and these are the answers for $50,000 Alpha Bucks.
We can rant.
Give me a second.
Oh, all that shit
Oh,
talking,
and
you're
then
not
you
ready.
just, what are
I
you
thought
doing?
we were still... Okay, sorry.
You're
My
not
bad.
liking the new folder, are you?
I don't mind it.
Just a minute.
I don't mind it.
Say it. Just say it.
No, I like it. There you
Okay.
go. I don't know if these are right.
Put down your real feelings.
I don't know if these are right because I remember doing them already. 6 a.m. is K, Kickoff, Kit Kat and KFC, although we haven't used the answer, so it might be right. 7 a.m. is R, Rottweiler, Ratatouille and Radio,
No,
and
they're
8
right.
a.m. it's Y, and it's Yowie, Yokohama and Yamaha. Read
It
the
is
same
right.
ones on Friday.
Well,
But we didn't
no,
use
we
them
didn't do them today.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Also, maybe they gave us the wrong ones.
Maybe.
No, I do remember you reading them because then we had a big chat about Yowie chocolate.
That's
et cetera,
right.
et cetera,
Yes.
remember?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we could double check it,
But we're
or
not
we
gonna.
could just say, see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Doo-doo-oo.